Erias Lukwago has been sworn in as Kampala Lord Mayor for the third term at the Kampala Capital City Authority Gardens by the Buganda Road Magistrate this afternoon. Lukwago, who turned up with his wife and children, first took an acceptance oath to office before the magistrate took up a role.
We are now going to the declaration of acceptance. Lukwago Erias, will you please declare to the Chief Magistrate and sign the acceptance of office of the Lord Mayor of the City of Kampala?
I, Lukwago Erias, having been duly elected the Lord Mayor of Kampala Capital City Authority, hereby declare that I accept such election. 2, that I will faithfully perform the duties of the Lord Mayor of Kampala Capital City. So help me God.
The jovial Lukwago later was sworn in as Kampala Lord Mayor and then given his instruments of power as Kampala Lord Mayor before a chanting crowd.
Lukwago Erias, yes, do solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of Uganda, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. So help me Allah.
Lukwago, soon after assuming office, distanced himself from some political actors who he claimed that misrepresent the leadership of the Lord Mayor, calling him a mere ceremonial head of the city, hence fighting development.
More often than not, we have been misrepresented by our naysayers, by our detractors, making all sorts of lackadaisical statements against the leadership of the Lord Mayor. That the Lord Mayor is only serving, presiding over ceremonial functions, is just politicking, is just blocking development. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to debunk those malicious statements.
In this term, Lukwago outlines some of those things he is going to do, including fighting corruption, injustice, among others, like having an inclusive city.
To fight corruption and abuse of office, to fight alienation of public land, open spaces, wetlands, green belts, public land in general, and assets as well. All forms of discrimination and injustice. Defend the people, the vulnerable people in Kampala who are being mercilessly evicted, because I do not support any mass eviction of the urban poor, but instead we should make arrangements to offer them opportunities. That's why we are talking of an inclusive and functional city.
Lukwago is famously known for his fight of rule of law within the city, something he has vowed to continue advocating for.
Fight against bad governance and misrule. That's why I stand for rule of law. That we must respect in whatever we do the rule of law in this country. Finally, I abhor and condemn all forms of discrimination and injustices. The reason I was overwhelmingly re-elected by the people of Kampala.
He further promises to address the issue of city markets in Kampala, something that has had most of the city dwellers cry out. Dorothy Kisaka, the Executive Director of Kampala Capital City Authority, has called upon all leaders that have taken oath to always take responsibility of their actions, but also build bridges for harmonious relationships.
Always lead from the front. Take responsibility. If it's to be, it's up to me. That's what leading from the front means. You don't shun responsibility, you don't shun blame, but you stand right there and you say, I am the leader, I'll take responsibility. The second one is build bridges for harmonious relationships. In leadership, we will always have conflict. That's a given. You'll conflict with your fellow leaders, and you'll conflict with the people you lead. But servant leadership says build bridges for harmonious relationships.
She further asked them to fast-track service delivery in a bid to ensure that the public benefits.
Fast-track service delivery. Let nothing stand in the way of speed to service delivery. That is the best practice in serving the populace. Let's always fast-track service delivery. If there are policies to pass, let's pass them. If there is an action to be made, let's do it. If it's to be, it's up to me, not somebody else. The fourth one is steward with courage. Don't be afraid. Leadership, by its very nature, causes fear sometimes, but you are steward. It's not yours. You're here for a very short time.
Brian Senkumba, Channel 44 Prime News.